Yes, I'm doing a different show live today. We'll see who joins me. Let's see who comes into the chat room and joins me this morning. It is Saturday, July 9th. This is the show that I do, which is my only vlog show. I do a vlog, and I've been doing it for 7 years. And I've only done it once live, I think. I don't think I've done it live before. So I'm doing it live right now. I'll see who comes on. Let's see what happens. Let's see who shows up. My phone turned off. No, it's not turned off. Turn it off. It's already getting warm. Hi, Susan Russo. Guess somebody's coming on. It's already getting warm in Los Angeles. I'm trying to hide from the heat. I need to water my plants. We have a drought out here, so we got to water I can only water like once or twice a week. Christy, we're talking about you last night, me and Flobo. Michelle Buchanan. Hello, Michelle Buchanan. So I'm gonna tell you guys. So you may notice something. There are some new buttons on my channel. So I want to tell people about them because I am being very transparent. I'm doing this for a living now, full time, doing this media stuff, organizing everything full time. And so I added buttons. So if anybody wants to do anything, I have my buymeacoffee.com, which someone bought me 2 coffees this morning. I'm so happy. Thank you to Shelly Chestnut who did that. So thank you, Shelly. She bought me 2 coffees. I woke up to that this morning. So thank you. And I have my Patreon, of course. I'll put all the stuff in the chat. My patreon.com, James Light, all kinds of bonus stuff. And on here now, there's a little button below the chat. And you can send a super chat or a sticker and you do like a little price, like a little tip. So that added on here. So I see other people do it. I thought I'm going to try it now. I'm eligible for it now. I have 3,000 subscribers. Thank you, subscribers, coming on. So I added the feature. So if you want to send me a little tip or something, it's like certain amounts. And super chats, you can now. It's below the chats. It's a little $sign. So I was like, okay, sure. But I'm going to put these other ones in here because any amount works, of course, if you want to do this. So there's one. And then this one's a fun one. And it's a little one-time thing. And it's fun also. And now we have super chats. So check that out. I'm trying. Everybody else is doing it. So I thought, why not? I'm sorry, why I should try it too. That's how they make money. I'm trying to make money also doing this stuff. So I'll do it too. So I have it now. Christy, we're talking about tacos because Flobo, as you know, doesn't like tacos. And you and I both love tacos. And I keep want to go to El Taco and Downey and stuff. And we were saying we should probably just go ahead and do it. Just go out there and do it. Set a day and time with you and go out there and do it and have some tacos. Make him eat a taco. Shit. Hi, Sis M. Hello, good morning. All my ladies are here. Good morning. I'll get it out. But yeah, so we were talking about that last night, Christy. He mentioned your name. So I know you actually know, because you actually know him. I know you know him like we know him. So not just from on here. So that's kind of fun. Hair's wild. This is still leftover from yesterday. The curls are still in there. It's so crazy. I've never had curly hair before, so I'm obsessed with it right now. I haven't started my day. I've done a few things. I have a audio drama out right now. That's safe. I know it wasn't anything bad, girl. It wasn't anything naughty. Not like usual. Well, I'm trying to, I saw Flow the other day, so I'm trying to work my way up to doing comedy routine. I want to do some comedy, stand-up comedy. So I have my comedy book that I'm writing, Purple. I'm writing jokes in here. So maybe one day I'll get there. I know that funny. It's Michelle, it's so it's very healthy. I have really healthy hair, so I'm very happy about that. It's just I have a lot of it. But when I have it done, oh my God, the curls just like, it looks perfect. So this is like a day's worth, but I kind of like it wild too, a little bit. Wild. My hair moves. Well, two hairs going. And you said that last time, so I love that line. I love that. Hi, Latasha. But yeah, I'm trying to work on doing some stand-up comedy. I'm trying to get there, I'm trying to work that out. So I watched Flobo do it 2 weeks ago. He was funny. I did like a 5-minute set off stage. It was like, James, you could totally do it. So I'm like, I have like stories. I'm a story person. I have so many stories that I can tell just from in Hollywood and not in Hollywood. That I think just me, I'm trying to learn how to set them up and make them and form them form them. Put them in a format, kind of get them going. I am feeling encouraged these days, sis. I did a show. I watched JLJ this morning, which I normally would have done. I did as a show because I wanted to explain stuff to you guys. I just want to just explain it, put it out there, and it's there. I also have a new on this channel, a new welcoming video. You should watch that also. I'm feeling re-energized. This 3 months of kind of reduced work schedule was perfect, you guys. Perfect. To get myself, just kind of let myself rest, and kind of pull it together and just kind of like pull it together. And now I'm feeling like I'm writing again. I'm writing songs. I'm writing shows. I'm doing all kind of stuff. It's like now I'm feeling like, okay, with the soaps come back tomorrow. The soap block comes back tomorrow. So the Sunday Shady soap block is back tomorrow. I'm really excited, actually. I just sent the Zoom meeting info to all my co-hosts, Tammy, Amanda, and Frank. I'm really giddily excited. And if you watch Bold and the Beautiful tomorrow, our show, we have a nice surprise for you. So a little fun surprise. So we're gonna do that. But I'm really looking forward to this. I'm feeling hi Daisy Flyer 40. You know, sometimes you gotta take some time. And I spent a lot of time with my family, sometimes my mom. I have a granddaughter who's entering her senior year of high school. I have a new grandbaby on the way. So time off will be very important. I'm going to continue to get more time off. I'm going to continue. So everybody just bear with me. There might be some times when I might need a couple of weeks again off. Because I'm realizing more so as I get older. You know, I may look like I'm in my 20s. I'm just kidding. I'm in my 50s, and I'm like, I need to be around. I need my family, and so I need to be around them more, and I need to spend time with them. You don't get that time back. I've lost a lot of people in my life, and I just learned that lesson. You just don't. And next month's a really hard month for me. In August, it's when I lost my brother, my grandmother, my dog Scrabble, and a bunch of other people. It's gonna be it's always a rough month for me. So, but I'm just like, but I'm here, bitches. I'm back, bitches. I'm back. All right, so I'm kind of like, I'm getting back into things. Thank you, Latasha. I appreciate that. You can't just go and not, burn out. You just can't. That's right. That's for everybody. You just can't. And I realized I was doing a lot. I mean, I'll always do a lot. I will continue to do a lot, but I was doing a lot. Thank you. Yes. So yeah, thank you. So Sis brings up my daytime Emmy videos. Sis, we got over like 40 interviews, 40. And they are out there, folks. They are out there. And me and Tammy Govea did them. I'm very proud of the interviews we did, the people we got to talk to. So thank you, Sis, for enjoying them. I love talking to people. I love having a good time. And it was nice being out in public again. Even though COVID's running rapid here in Los Angeles again. So I'm hiding most of the time, but it was good. Daisy, you have to do something. You have to figure out, it's hard because like you, I had so much going on. You have to find, you don't want to have a stroke or not. I mean, I don't want to like have Bell's palsy again or a stroke. I had to stop. So I couldn't stop completely. That's why I said I did reduced. So you have to figure out something. Do you have like a day or two that maybe you can't take 5 days off? I couldn't. But could you, in there somewhere, try to carve out some time? Yeah, I mean, maybe it was 3 hours in the morning. I mean, you have to do it. You'll feel so much better. Oh my God, you'll feel so much better. Trust and believe. We're not promised tomorrow. Not at all. I've learned that story. But even when we get tomorrow, your life can be totally different. And tomorrow, I woke up one morning paralyzed, so I understand exactly what's going on. So I'm like, no, we work it out. See, there you go. It's you got it's hard, and Christy says balance. It's hard to find a true balance. For me, it is. I will never have a true balance, but there's times when you just have to stop. Just stop. It feels five. There's times you just have to stop. You have to. It's just very important. There's times you got to tell the kids and the grandkids and whoever else, the friends and the coworkers, no. No is a complete sentence. No is a wonderful thing. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. But I also know, and you looking to leave your job, Daisy, I also know that it's hard out there for a pimp. Hello, Shanika. It's hard out there for a pimp. It's hard out there to go out there and try to, get good jobs. There are jobs out there, but you have to find out which ones you can get, where you live. Cost of living has gone up. I mean, it's not easy to just go, I'm quitting my job. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Well, I'm sorry to hear, Susan. I'm sorry to hear your dad passed before 4th of July. It's always weird having a holiday thing to do. But 93 years old, he lived a full life, didn't he? Amen to him. He lived a full at 93. That's a full life. Who knows how long will last, right? I mean, that's admirable. So my condolences to you and your family, of course. I just think that's amazing. And at the same time, it's amazing, right? 93 years old. Like, how do you mean that is literally 40 years ahead of me. I don't even know if I'm promised another 40 years at all. And Shanika, how is Century the series coming along? My fellow content creator. Follow her at Century the series on Twitter. I don't know if you're on Instagram or anything with this show, but follow you on there. So the audio drama world is getting bigger and bigger. I released a new show today called Dr. Floss and the Platinum Crown. It is a fun, funny, hilarious voiced audio drama. The Release Your Story podcast. Go there and do it. His mind was still sharp. That's good. That doesn't always happen. You know that. And Michelle changed careers at 52. I'm 53. So yes, girl, that's right. Yes, that's right. You do it, girl. It's never too late. It's never too late. Never. You watched Brian's song because James Caan did pass. Yeah, I remember that movie when I was a kid. I'm not watching anything sad these days. I'm just like, I need to be upbeat. There's just too much going on. Good recording today. Very good. Recording today. Good recording. Good. I'm so excited for you. I'm cheering you on, Shanika. You know that. I'm very excited for you. I know how much fun and they just want to read your words and put there's no other feeling. I mean, this seriously, I've done so many different parts of media, but there is nothing like you hearing them read your words and act them out. It's a feeling like no other. It's almost hard to describe. Like it's like you're giving birth. Like you're giving birth, and this person is giving birth to your words and to your premises, and all. It's just there's nothing like it. So Shanika, I'm so excited for you. There's just nothing like it. It really isn't. There's nothing like it. We just celebrated 2 years of our first meeting of Forever and a Day. It was 2 years ago. And I saw they posted it. And I'm like, that changed my life. They completely changed my life. Okay, I got all these questions. Okay, we'll get to the questions. Okay. Do I do much cooking? Yes, I cook all the time. I'm tired of cooking. I cook all the time. I have my Amazon Fresh coupon for next week. I get $20 off $40. That's like half off. It's a good price. I buy groceries all the time. I cook all the time. I just bought a lamb chop yesterday. It was on sale. Make some lamb later. It's like I cook all the time. I love cooking, but I'm single. I'm tired of cooking. What's somebody take me out to dinner? Shit, or lunch. I'm tired of that. Or someone buy me a lunch or something. I have one friend actually sent me. I think it was either Venmo or Zelle. Or it was Venmo or it was PayPal. One or two. They sent me some money and said, here, buy yourself some lunch. I was like, thank you, because I cook all the time. I'm so tired, but I do cook a lot. The Bahana, hello, Bahana. You'll be getting your degree soon, trying to career 44. So congratulations. And what degree are you, if you don't mind me asking, what degree are you getting and what it's in? If you want to tell. I have several degrees. I have a doctorate in divinity. I also, so Shanika asked the same question and I just asked you. I'm like, yeah, what would you get in? I switched careers at 40 and I added a career at 46 and I added a career at 48 and I added a career at 50. And I guess at this point I've added a career at 51. So I kept adding. So again, completely, it's never too late. And when you're older, it's a little better. Business and marketing. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. It's no change. You don't like something, change it. As long as you're here, as long as you wake up every day, you're doing it. Do I watch The Boys? I don't. I think I'm gonna try to though. I've been seeing all the ads and stuff, and I have friends who watch it. I think I want to watch it, so I might. If I do Daisy Flower, I'll let you know. V Carter, congratulations everyone on the research rankings and resting interludes. I like the way you said that, V. Yes. No, good. I'm so glad this is like this morning. Everybody's talking about changing their lives, doing something different, trying something. Shanika and I know. I was with her with this century thing we talked about beforehand. We had some things we were talking about before, all this stuff. So I know her journey on this. And I've just been I encouraged her to really take control of this and just go for it. If I could do it, I'm not the best in it, but if I can do it, you can do it too. And so I'm so happy to see that you're going for it. So Chris, you want to change careers? Change careers, do it. Your kids aren't you almost your kids grown at this point? Or almost grown. It's always hard when you're little. When you get older, you can do it. I love my air fryer. I use it almost every day, sis. I love calling you sis. I always call my friend sis. I use my air fryer just about every day. I love it. I got the Emerald Lagasse. It wasn't even that expensive. I got it, folks. I got it Big Lots, like $60. Wasn't even that. I didn't get the big expensive one. I had the one with a nice little basket, and that's what I did. So Shanika has a business marketing is great. I have a degree in music and now getting a degree in psychology and business. So you guys are all smarties. Okay, bitches. However, I'm currently learning programming and other skills, never too late. Collect all that shit, folks. Collect it. Oh yeah, they're older, 26, 25-year-old. Yeah, you can change your career, girl. I know it's hard when you're younger and you have to put food on the table and fucking clothe them and daycare is expensive and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm like try some. We have some smarties in here. I love education. I have a lot of letters after my name. So I got a lot of certifications and I have a lot of degree. I love education. I think I'm all my plaques on my wall behind. I know I should have my desk turned around with them behind me, but I don't. I thought about that once by turning it this way so I can actually look out the window. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know. Because my TV's right here too. Which I don't know. Well, who knows? Why is my seat dropping? There we go. My seat was dropping. So yeah, a new date. So yeah, it's never too late. It's not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you everybody's easy. A lot of faith goes into a lot of stuff. It's not easy at all, and you have to just kind of do it. I mean, I think, for me, I had a cushy job that I hated. I literally hated it. Making good money, living in San Francisco, and I tell her all the time. I did it but I wasn't happy. It wasn't my passion. It wasn't gonna. I probably could have stayed and got a bigger 401k and all that stuff, but it's. Well, Shanika, what we're told is, well, my generation was told, you go to high school, then you go to college. Out of college, go right into your field. And then you stay there until you retire, and that's it. You're not told anything else. And so I had to learn from the younger folks, the millennials, that I can change. I don't do that. I don't do that. Just go and you want to change course, change course. Also, you're not guaranteed a job when you do college anymore. We all know that. That's what it is. And they always think after, let's see, after 50 or after 40 in some ways too, your life should be set. Not necessarily. Sometimes you don't find out who you are until you're 40. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You should have a talk show on TV. I'd love one. That way, the funny thing is, I have freedom on here. This is my online network, so I have freedom on here, and so I'm able to do whatever I want, however I want to. But it's yeah, on TV is there's different restrictions and things that happen. I would be open to it. I would be open to it. I would have certain stipulations, but I'd be open to it. TV is not where it's at anymore, really. Not really. People think it is. But streaming and everything that I'm doing is much more effective than actual network TV. Network TV is getting smaller and smaller in influence. Really isn't an influence. Your son's a successful YouTuber. My daughter's at Cal State. I think I'm good to go. Oh, you said what's your son's YouTube channel? Please promote that in here. You know, so yeah, please tell us. Put it in the chat. What's his thing? So let's see who he is. I didn't know I know your son's a YouTuber, so I didn't know he was a YouTuber. So I want to be able to follow him. Yeah, no, it's funny. TV, everybody, TV is kind of the standard. People think it's the standard, but it's not anymore. I mean, really, if you look at all the award shows, it's these shows that they're on Netflix and Hulu oh my God, what's the other ones? And Tubi and Pluto and Paramount Plus. I mean, it literally is like not even what shows. It's completely this whole. It's very different now. It's very different now. I'm getting more attention being on Studio City, which is on Amazon Plus. I was at the Emmys. We were like, James, we loved you on the show. I'm like, thank you. It was like I was shocked. I was like, okay, people. It's crazy. Trying to move my thing over so I can actually. Yes, everybody, don't give up. It's very much. It takes time. You got patience also, which some people don't have patience. Crazy. Yeah, cable. I have cable. I have cable only because I have DirecTV, which is AT&T now. So, he has 1 million subscribers. Go on, okay, go on, girl. Let me go over there. I see sneaking over there already. Let me go over there. See what he's talking about. What her son talking about. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me go over there too. Let me do my thing. Let me go over there too. Oh dang. Okay. He has you're right, he has over 1 million subscribers. I'm subscribing right now. I'm a drop in a bucket, but yeah, he's like, so he's gotten into, so Christy's son has found his niche. And see, that's the thing. I tell people, just completely be yourself. Let me go back to everybody something. Okay. Yeah, I have DirecTV. I have it because I do all these TV shows. So there's a lot of channels I even watch, but there's certain channels I do watch right now, and it's expensive, and I need to get rid of it. But I do have Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Apple TV. I mean, I have all those too. I mean, I'm paying too much money. I'm in the business, so it's crazy. Well, that's the point, Latasha. I'm trying to get on Bold and Beautiful. They said they were going to give me a role on there. I know everybody on the show, so my campaign has been happening. I've been posting videos like, "Hello, KC Kasperzik is my producer. Why am I not on there?" Congratulations to your son, girl. I'm all cheering because I got 3,000 subscribers. You got 1 million. I don't know, I was a baby compared to him. That's what I'm trying, Latasha. We're trying to get me on there. I know all the right people. So it may happen. So, my friend Tony Moore, my chocolate twin, is gonna be on Beyonce. And it took him all these years to get there, but he's on there. But I'm gonna get on there. Yes, Tony's gonna be on days. So his lifelong dream has finally happened. He has a speaking role on Beyond Salem starting on Monday. Bahana, I keep saying, why isn't there a gay people on Bold and Beautiful? Tony's going live right now on Twitter. It's so funny. Yes. Hi, Chris Ross. Yes, he is. He's gonna be on there on Monday. We're very excited. I knew about it a long time ago, but he told me. But I'm very excited. I kept it a secret because I'm his friend. But I want to go on Bold and Beautiful. That's what I want to go on because it's in LA. It's set in LA. I'm friends with everybody. They need somebody. I mean, Carter said I should be his friend and confidant. That's what he said. Yes. Films 555 brought up James Connell earlier. He was a great actor. Godfather, the Godfather. For me, it was Misery, of course. Him and Kathy Bates went toe to toe. I should say toe to toe. What happened in the movie? Yes, he was a great actor. One of the guys in The Sopranos also passed, and someone else passed last night too. So there was three people who passed, as they always say in threes. So, but James, he lived a full life too. It's we're getting up those ages, I guess. But everybody made their condolences, and so yes, it's sad. But yeah, I'm trying Bold and Beautiful. That's what I'm trying. I'll go on any show. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, Walker is no joke. I put in the chat room here, my Patreon, James Lott Jr. If we get up to 31 Patreon, Walker, myself, my co, we come back together, Candice, come back together and do an unfiltered daytime show only on Patreon. We'll spill the tea and spoil the child. I don't know how to word it, but we will give you some uncensored stuff that we know we'll share with you if you're a Patreon member on my channel. So we're trying to get 31. I was at 24. I lost one. I'm at 23 right now. So I'm only like 7 or 8 away from it. But we do that. They said they would totally come on and we will give you an unfiltered show. Walker and I know a lot of stuff in this business. Walker doesn't even do this anymore. He works for B. Scott and does stuff for them. Because it's me, and he supports me. He always supports me, and so the Emmy show we do it every year. We love doing it. It's our 3rd year in a row. It's very successful for us. We love it because we give you the people do like Michael Fairman does every show. He talks to the nominees. It's very just industry, and strictly very calm. We're talking about inside industry. We watch all the shows. We give it to you straight. So yeah, Walker's the bomb. I'm going to screenshot this so you can see this. I want him to see this. Okay, I want him to see that. I'll send it to him later. What actress would you love to meet if they have passed or would have been? I mean, that's a large question. There are so many. I mean, there are just so many. There's just so many. I mean, I've met a lot, but there's so many. I can't even begin to tell you who I would love to meet. I mean, there's too many. I wish I could answer that. I mean, there's just too many. As well as I wish I don't, there's like 2 or 3, of course, I would like to meet. Just in general, it's James Earl Jones, my voice idol, Barbara Streisand, my favorite singer of all time, and Oprah Winfrey. I'd like to meet all 3 of those. But I mean, but there's so many more people I would love to meet. I'd love to have Brene Brown on my show. I love her. I would love to meet Lawrence Fishburne. I would love to meet Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, there's just so many people I like to meet. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot for all various reasons. For various reasons. Why would I go? There you go. George Blackman, hello, I just said hi to you. Oh no, well, of course, Billy D. Williams, of course. I mean, you guys can name 10,000 people like I want to meet them. I mean, of course, he's Lando Calrissian. Don't just Smooth Taste Fool you, Code 45, Billy D. Williams, you know, Lady Sings the Blues, Mahogany. I mean, yeah, I would love to meet him also. There's a lot. There's just too many people. I would have loved to meet Prince, but he's dead. He's my all-time favorite. I would have loved to meet him. I miss him all the time. He's one of the few actors, few musicians that I was depressed when he died. Love to meet Madonna. Love to meet her. Lady Gaga. Would meet her. There's just too many. There's too many. I've met so many people. I've been very fortunate. I've met a lot of people I've wanted to meet. So I have to say I can't complain too much. I've met a lot of people I want to meet. You know, Don Diamont from Bold and Beautiful. I shook hands with him as he kept going. I would love to sit and talk to him. But we shook hands and he said, "How you doing, buddy?" And looked right in the face. I'm like, "Oh yeah, Don Diamont." He just is hot in person, folks. Hot in person. Hot. No joke. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. Little side note. Typewriting paper. I was going through some stuff. I'm like, typewriter paper. I think I have a typewriter somewhere. I'm like, typewriter. I don't even know how old this is. How old is this? 1988. I graduated high school in 87. And this onion skin typing paper. Onion skin. What the F? I was going through stuff and I have some word processors. I don't know if they work or not. I might try it. I'll do a TikTok or something for it, of course. You know. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But yes. But every year we do the daytime Emmy recap. I'm going to apply for the primetime Emmys, just so you guys know that. I got turned down 4 years ago, but I am bigger now than I was then. And so I'm hoping I can actually get some really big names too. And I'm hoping to get that. And so I got to see who want to come with me. Maybe I'll bring Flobo. I don't know. Something I'll just bring somebody to come with me and say, let's do this. Let's just get interviews for our channels. And let's just do this. So we can share it. Maybe for JLJ Media, but we could share. I can say whoever you want to interview, you can put it for your channel, I'll put mine for my channel, do all that. Robert Townsend is one of my favorite people of all time, and I missed meeting him twice at AfterBuzz TV. I did a special on him. I'm a huge fan of Robert Townsend. I've met Richard Lawson. I actually have met him. I have his autograph from the 80s. I got all kind of stories. Trust me. Yes. Well, it's funny. Growing up in LA, you know, and around people who were in the business, and then being in the business, and then having friends of friends in the business, and yeah, I got all kind of. And then in San Francisco, people from there, New York. By the time I bumped into Tony Hawk, he was very nice. Tony Hawk was very nice when I met him. In New York and in Hell's Kitchen. I got stories everywhere. I mean, it's like this everywhere. I remember I went and saw, a side note, I went and saw Heathers, the musical. I'm a huge Heathers fan, the movie. And the night I happened to go, Christian Slater was there, who played JD in the movie. And I got a picture of him and the guy who plays JD it was crazy. It was crazy. I love it. You just never, when you go out and about, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. And I just love it. I love it. Or right before the pandemic, the last show I saw was Donna Summer, the musical, the Pantages. And my sister and brother-in-law and I were there. And when we were leaving, we ran to our high school friends. Like, it was complete. We all went to high school together. It was like everybody our age and older was there. It was such a fun show. They had 3 Donna Summers, different age groups. And they gave a great story. And we just had a great, wonderful experience. They want you to dance, have a good time. I heard Tina Turner musicals like that, which I want to see when it comes. And I heard Six, which I'm obsessed with. If you guys don't know Six, go on Spotify. Six, it's about the 6 wives of Henry VIII. But I'm telling you, the music is so good. So check out Six, the musical. It's coming to LA next year at the Pantages, I believe. I can't wait. I'm thinking of my brother. I can't wait. Also, A Strange Loop, which won all the Tonys. Love that musical. Love the message. Totally into it. Now I'm into it because that chick who sang her ass off at the Tonys, that Paradise Square, I'm totally hooked now. I want to see the whole. I want to see that one. So I just yeah. So a few new musicals are out there. Some are good, some aren't, but there's some of these I like these. So kind of, you know, I love that. So I like my musicals. I'm writing a musical myself, so I'm also trying. That's my dream. Metropolitan Comic Con, my new Bennett. I know. Okay, so V Carter, did you watch my interview with Dan Furgal from the Daytime Emmys? If you haven't, it's on this channel. We talk Spartacus. Because I said I was a fan of yours. He said I pronounced his last name correctly. He says it on camera. And I go, oh, I knew who you were. I'm a fan of yours since I said I am all about, I was all about Spartacus. Spartacus was my show. My new Bennett was the bomb on there. So we talked about it. I compared Spartacus to Days of Our Lives. We had a whole talk about it. So V, if you've not seen that interview, and Dan is hot. He's Australian. He's hot. He's taller than me. I'm 6 feet tall. He's taller than I am. And he could have not been nicer. I mean, EJ Demira is a dick on the show on Days of Our Lives, but Dan Furgal we talked behind the scenes. He was super, super sweet. I'm telling you, you learn about people. I know people, I can tell you who's not good, who's not, and who is good. I can tell you. But I'm telling you, and I am telling you. He was great. I know Andy. I know, and so I didn't get a chance to ask him about that because it just was a short time. But I was so sad after the first season he died of cancer. The new guy tried. The new guy did his best, and I still watched it. He did his best, and it's tough. It's tough. The show was a huge kind of underground hit. Like everybody, all my viewers, Friday nights, if you had Stars, we were all talking about it on Saturday or Friday late. That was my show. My mother, we all watched it. It was the bomb. There was sex and nudity and all kind of shit on there. It was crazy. But it was a good show. But you never knew what was going to happen. But I thought, and we were like Stars. Yeah, I interviewed Dan. Yes, you need to go over there, V. No, I interviewed Dan. So I don't cover Days of Our Lives, right? That's my chocolate twin, Tony Moore, Edition Days. Go Edition Days, check out their video. They have some great interviews. But like I told Tony, I have the Daytime Emmy Specials podcast. So anybody who doesn't fit the other three soaps, I said, I don't care if I'm going to interview them. They come to me. I mean, I'm friends with a lot of the people from Days of Our Lives. So I was like, I'm still gonna interview him. And so I said, okay. That's so funny. And so we interviewed Raven Bowens and my buddy James Reynolds, Lucas Adams, who was hot in pink, Dan Furgal, who else from Days of Our Lives? There wasn't that many from Days of Our Lives. We saw a lot of our friends from Days of Our Lives and we gave us hugs and saw us. We didn't interview them all. But we interviewed a couple of folks. So they're out there on this channel. But Dan was one of them. I said I wanted Dan. I wanted because of Spartacus and because of a fan of it, I really wanted him. So it was really great. It was one. We talked about Martha Madison, the soap pace. He was very sweet. So yes, I got Dan. I was like, no, I'm getting some Dan. I'm getting some Dan. That was good. We got Tammy and I got so many interviews. It was crazy. We had so many. We did. When I got home and took my camera and uploaded it took like several hours for all the videos to upload to my computer so I can work because I had to edit them and work on them. But you go to my Patreon, I have other interviews on there too that are not seen. I have behind the scenes stuff on my Patreon from the Emmys. I have tons of videos on there. And my Cameron Grimes and Kate Fairbanks interviews are only on my Patreon. So yes, so you want to go there. Any tier, any tier will unlock it. So $5, $10, whatever, unlock it. But I have lots of Emmy content that's not on YouTube. It's on my Patreon also. Some behind the scenes stuff, and I think you won't be disappointed. It's some good stuff on there. Oh yes, that's good. I like I talked about Mandy. Yeah, it was just so sad. But yeah, I was a Banshee fan. I love that show. That show is so good. And Spartacus. I didn't know what Stars was. Like Stars, the Stars. But I like that. I didn't watch anything else on there. Yes. I'm sorry, singing texts. I'm getting like. There we go. Goodbye. All right. Yeah, I know he's on that. Yes, he's on there from Bash. I know he's on there. It's so funny. Yeah. The boys is something that's on my list. I have several. There is too much television, you guys. I do television for a living, so I'm already committed to so many hours as it is, and so a lot of times, um, I I don't have time to watch everything else. I guess I can start over now. For Matt, I would start over for you, so you get the beginnings of anything. Good morning, handsome. Um, but yeah, but that's yeah. There's so much TV I can't even get to everything out there. I have like lists of stuff of like I want to watch this, I want to catch that, I want to do this one. I try to if I get a chance, and I did a lot of this when I was off. I try to binge if I can binge watch if it's binge watchable where it's not too crazy. I can't do a 12, 13 hour show, but like about the half-hour ones, 6 episodes. I did love Victor. So I got that one done. I did another show I did really quick. They were easy. I could do them within a couple hours. That was good. But some of these ones that are longer, it takes a while. And I'm like, I don't have that kind of time. And I hate starting something and then having to come back to it later because I don't want to get back to it. Like the flight attendant. That's what I'm into the flight attendant. I finished season 1. I'm on season 2. I've been watching it in chunks. Now I just want to get on. I just want to. I want to finish it so I can see what happens at the end of season 2. But it's a good show. So the flight attendant, if you're watching it, it's good. With Kaylee Cuoco, she is completely. Because they're so long, I can't watch them all in just one sitting. I have things to do. Yeah, I know. I'm sad it's done too. I really liked it also. I liked all 3 seasons. I thought it was very well done. Everyone was. I didn't realize Homeboy was Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son. I was like, he's really good looking because Cooper's not that good looking. But he's really good looking. I was like, oh, he's good son. But no, it was a very well done show. And everybody was it was so realistic and it was fun. Um, and I actually am okay with some of the endings. That's fine. The flight attendant is. Oh, when I first started the flight, I don't want to give it away to anybody if you're not watched it yet. But when first episode, Matt, the first season, I didn't know what I was watching. It seemed like it was going one direction, and then it went another direction. I was like, oh. Then episode 2, I was like, oh, they're doing that. Okay. And episode 3, so yeah, it's very Rosie Perez's character. I was like, oh, something's going on with her. I mean, so yeah, it was not exactly what I thought it was going to be. But now I'm in. I'm hooked. I'm in. My sister didn't watch it too, so I'm in. So I'm like, I want to say that. But The Boys is on my list. It's on my list. I didn't finish Studio City. I got to finish watching Studio City. My show that I'm on. I got finished watching the episodes. I watched my episode, of course. I got finished watching the other one. So, but it's just so I'm a huge fan of Reload. Upload. So I ended up watching that. I got that whole season done. They're getting another season, so I finished that. So I'm trying to catch up, kids. It's just too much. Plus certain movies on Netflix I'm trying to watch and specials. I did a lot of documentaries during. It's been a lot of great music documentaries and stuff. So yes, I got stars again for a short stint to watch Run the World. Oh, okay. Um, I am also watching the new Queer as Folk. I just started it. I was very trepidatious because I liked the original 30 years ago, the English version, and the one that was American. We watched it, of course. I'm from Pittsburgh. We watched it and everything. It was whatever. I mean, I like it. It's very different, and I'm actually impressed by it. So I'm gonna continue watching that when I get a chance. So I'm like, okay, let's see where that goes. Oh, folks, he says you guys are talking about the boys. He says get a bit icky, but I love the series. Okay, you guys in here like the boys. Tell me if is Matt correct or you disagree with them. Start a fight. Take your tank tops off. Start a fight. There's just a lot. But see, I'm not a superhero person. I'm not a superhero or like I was just a supernatural person. I wasn't, I mean, I I like dramas, obviously soap stuff. I like dramas, I like comedies. I mean, I don't know, I'm just like I like quirky stuff. I mean, I'm just not, I don't watch any of the Marvel stuff. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a nerd on that end, but there are a lot of things I just don't watch. Yes, but watch Beyond Salem Monday. Tony Moore, first episode, my chocolate twin. Very excited for him to do this. Yes, as I said, now I've and on my show, watch my JLJ this morning. I give you a whole overview of what's going on with me and what I'm doing with my businesses and how I'm recalibrating and adding things on this channel. A lot of new stuff, which I put in the chat room earlier. We have super chats now. You can actually donate and give little super chats to me in the chat room or later on the show. If you're watching, you want to do a little tip to me, you can. There's a little button with a little money symbol. Also on my channel on the top, on the front page, I have links to buy me a coffee. Shelly Chestnut bought me 2 coffees this morning. So thank you, Shelly Chestnut. You're not in the chat room, I see right now. But if you watch this later, Shelly, I appreciate you. Nice thing to wake up to. I also have my Patreon, James Lott Jr. on there. I got all kinds of content. I mean, trust me, all kinds of content on there. And so we're working it all out. We're just getting stuff done. We're getting things together. We're making things happen. But I'm making some changes. I have a new welcome video on here too. A new welcome video. So check that out also. Yes, Only Wonders in the Building. Love season 1. I want to watch season 2. I haven't got there yet. But I loved season 1. Very unexpected. I watched a couple episodes one night and then I fell in love with it. The threesome of Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and Steve Martin. I'm like, what? Totally works. Totally in. Okay, so Dave says it can be gory, pervy, but the drama is good. Pervy. So Matt says icky. Daisy Flowers says pervy for the boys. It also questions about social media influences life. Matt, do you agree with that? I'm still telling a focus group on the boys. No, everybody's been talking about the boys. I see commercials, but I really want to. I have friends who like the Umbrella Academy also, which I have not watched either. Another one. It looks quirky and fun. I just haven't got to it. Oh, thank you, Matt. Yay. Thank you, Matt Lucille. You're my man. That's why I love you. I'm trying this out, Matt. I'm trying it out. I'm like, people make money off these things. I'm like, why not me? So I'm going to try. I've never done this before. I've never done a Kickstarter. I've never done a GoFundMe. I've never done any of that kind of stuff. But it's time to make money. It's off these things. And so I'm trying it. So I got one. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that very much. I wish I could thank you personally in person. But I'm trying stuff. So I'm trying something different. So other people do it all the time. I'm like, what does that mean? And I've been working very hard from scratch. Everything's from scratch, you guys. It's from me from scratch. I'm a one-man band working this out. Oh, Teen Wolf was good. I watched Teen Wolf. I did like that because the guys were all hot. They're all young and hot. I love them. That show was interesting. I was like going to MTV, trying to do a little something, so I did watch that. But yeah, I watched Dynasty on CW. I watched the episode last night. That's my show. So I'm more soap driven. I think I'm more soap driven. I can't do super soapy stuff. You never thought you'd watch The Boys, okay? So like with The Boys, if I watch episode 1, will it draw me in immediately, or is it one of those shows that it's a slow burn in the beginning? Like you kind of have to watch a couple of it. Like what is it? For me, Mandalorian season 1 was that way. I watched the first couple episodes. I was like, this is cute. I'm kind of see where it's going to go, and then I got hooked. So I was curious if that's the same thing with The Boys. They just get you right at the beginning. Some shows get you like Flight Attendant. Got me right at the beginning. I was like, oh, okay, I want to see what happens next. So yes. What show I actually liked, and I was surprised I liked it. I know it's gone now because she's on to something else. But Sarah Jessica Parker's Divorce. I actually liked that show. It's always hard for me to see her as not Carrie. To me, she's Carrie, just the way. But all the characters around her, I liked them. I liked the premise, and of course it's over because now she's back doing it just like that. But I really did enjoy it. Well, I just want to say that I really enjoyed it. How would it not? Would I say it slows more? Just what the hell? Just okay. Okay. There's some shows are like that too. Where you go, what did I just watch? I remember Twin Peaks. When Twin Peaks first came out back in the 1800s, it was a long time ago. I think it was 1990. I remember seeing that because then you had to watch it live. There was no DVR, no, we just sitting there. And I remember watching it and going, what did I just watch? And I was hooked. I'm a David Lynch fan of some sorts. I saw Blue Velvet and a few things. Eraserhead was crazy. But I was kind of like, oh, so it's like what I just watched makes you want to watch it. Either it makes you want to watch again or makes you go, screw that and not watch. So I agree with Matt. Okay, Matt. Stacey Farr agrees with you. It's not so, it's just more of what the hell just happened. Okay. Not good. Okay. That's what it is. I like that. I like things that are different, just as strange and different. Something a little different. I love creativity, so I love seeing creativity. But yes, so you have the Amazon Mermaid, the Amazon channel. There's so much, you guys. That's why I say network TV is not where it's at anymore. Network TV is fine. It's nice. It's great. But it's not where it's at. Network TV, it's not. It's all these other outlying channels, we'll say channels, streaming services. The problem is, I know you guys all agree with this, each one costs money. So they may be $6.99, $7.99, $10.99, whatever, but they do add up after a while. And so I'm trying to decide, because I mainly have the cable because of the soaps. Because that's 5 days a week, and I watch all 4. So I was like, well, now that they have the streaming services, they're on those, Paramount Plus, Peacock, Hulu. And I live with my brother, so I had to talk to him because he doesn't have any of this. He has some of the streaming. Like I'm trying to decide, because I tell you, my cable, and I cut some stuff out. It's like $160. No, it's $130 a month. I'm like, I'm trying to decide. I'm really trying to decide. But also, I'm trying to decide. I don't know. I have friends who have Sling TV and YouTube TV, but there's certain things they can't get. On A&E right now, they have this great series called Origins of Hip Hop. It's so good. You can't get it anywhere else. My brother-in-law was looking for it. Can't get anywhere. It's just, and A&E, I think does Discovery have their own thing? And then folks who want to watch the Martin reunion, it's on BET Plus. There's so many pluses. But like us here, we all these channels. So I mean, it's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. So Matt, you don't have Disney Plus. Oh, okay. You don't have it. I don't have it. Okay, you don't have it. Okay. Well, that's the one I have for Star Wars, obviously, and it's turned into work. It's for work. We don't watch Disney Plus for anything else. I keep meaning to watch WandaVision. We talk about it on my shows, me, Frank Moran, and John Dumphy, and Ryan Nielsen. We talk about Star Wars on the show, so on this channel. And our Star Wars shows are doing, I want to tell you guys, thank you to anybody who's watching this, who listens to our podcast. I'm going to promote. Have you on here. Thank you so much, because we found a niche, apparently. I mean, Star Wars is huge. Star Wars is like, I mean, it's 100,000 podcasts. But for some reason, we have hit a part of that audience. We're getting thousands of downloads a week. Thank you so much. And that's for my Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Darth Vader is your father, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. I mean, I don't know what to say. And we're coming back with Andor in August. I can't believe it. Yes, cable bills are ridiculous. We're high inflation. We're dealing with. I was jumping up and down yesterday. I went to a place called Pavilions here in LA, which is like a Ralph's. Well, I don't know for you guys, Kroger. Maybe some of you guys would know Kroger. And I found meat on sale. It sounds so dirty. I found meat on sale, but I did. I found meat. I found some lamb. I love lamb, and I found it under $5. And I was like, this is crazy, because I'm telling you, you want steak or anything, even bacon, it's like $10 out here for bacon, for 1 pound of bacon. The meat's gone up, milk's gone up, orange juice. I'm like, I'm not paying $6 for orange juice. Eggs at Ralph's, I couldn't get any eggs yesterday because the eggs were under $5. I'm like, I'm not paying $5 for a dozen eggs. That's just crazy. So I mean, we have food us up, gas, of course, in California is at $8 a gallon, just about. So I mean, that's dumb. Rent out here, luckily I don't rent, but for other people, rent's expensive. So but these companies, what they know what they're doing, because Disney Plus is doing very well. So Discovery Plus, they have subscription. I can't add that, V. I'm already like part of 10 different, and we all share with each other. It's so kind of funny in the family. If my mother has Netflix, I share it there. I have Amazon Prime, and I share Paramount Plus with them, and Peacock, and I got so many. Literally, I don't have any credit cards. I don't have a lot of bills. Most of my bills are the fucking subscription services. Like, dang. They add up. If I really sat down and looked at all the expenses of all the subscription services that I have, they probably would equal my cable bill. Or close. They're good on gas cards. Chris, where? I'm in Los Angeles. Ain't nobody I know got a free gas card for gas. Where'd you hear that from? That's some myth. I don't know where. Not in Los Angeles they aren't. I ain't got one. I ain't got no. The thing about giving us, when you filed your taxes in 2020, $1,000 for certain people. Government used to think about doing that. So I don't know if I'm getting. I sometimes get stimulus, sometimes I don't. It's every year is something different. So, but gas cards, I don't know, gas cards over here. Nothing happened over here. Thanks for liking. 13 are watching and 13 likes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. Sorry, Cameron Grimes is texting me right now. It was on news. Give out exchange for they give out exchange for cash. When you said I thought I was doing that. Again, I'm in California. I'm in Los Angeles. We go to gas there. I've not seen any of that. So maybe not in the hood. Maybe not in the hood they're doing it. I don't know where. Maybe they're only doing it in certain areas. Maybe they're only doing it. Maybe they're only doing it in certain areas. Because I'm like, I'm not seeing. We're not seeing shit over here. Not here in Inglewood. We're not seeing it. Oh yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. What does this button do? Oh, I'm checking like these little buttons. I'm like, what's that button do? Oh, okay, something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. Yeah, they do. They charge a lot. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Because see, here in LA, in Southern California, they charge 10 cents to 20 cents less if you pay in cash. Which is funny, a lot of folks like cash. I don't have cash on me. It would behoove you to go to your bank and get some cash out. Go to your ATM, get some cash. I know, right, Matt? I'm like, what does this button do? And until I know somebody said that, just totally. He's doing reparations. Now, when you say reparations, you're talking to a black person. So I'm like, reparations? I'm getting my 40 acres and a mule? I don't know what to do with a mule. I'll take the 40 acres because I totally could I would have total like food and fruit and vegetables. Even though we're in a drought, I'd find something that's drought tolerant. But I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with the mule. It'd be kind of fun to have one, I guess. I don't know. Scare off the raccoons or whatever. I don't know what mules do. But unless you mean reparations, I mean like in terms of us losing our money because of whatever. Phil's just like, James. Now you know what I meant. I know you're probably thinking, I know what you meant, James. Yes. I don't know. Well, either way, he said the $1,000. I heard about that he wants to put through to Americans, Californians. I heard about that part, a stimulus check for that. But I haven't heard anything else. But again, I don't hear everything. I hear some stuff, but all I know is it ain't trickled down to where I'm at. I have not heard any of that stuff. So maybe after today, I'll hear it. And all of a sudden, we'll see gas cars for everybody. Oh no. I live in the hood, you guys. They don't care about us in the hood. So I start seeing Michael Jackson, they don't really care about us. Yeah, that gonna work. Me and Cameron Grimes are texting right now. We're setting up a meeting. You know, you guys. Things going on. I talk to all kind of people, famous people, unfamous people, everybody. My phone, I have to make sure my phone has a password protection. Because because nobody can I got numbers in there. Chris, I am giddy with excitement to come back. It's been 3 months. I am giddy with excitement to come back with Manda and Tammy for Bone Beautiful Mini Spotlight tomorrow at 11 a.m. 6 Standard Time. And we have a surprise for you guys tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It's a fun, cute surprise. Very excited. But yes, I'm saving all my comments, Chris. You know, I'm not commenting until tomorrow. I'm saving all my comments. I have to warm up my shady demeanor to get ready. Our show's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be crazy. People, I tell everybody, yeah, watch the other shows out there who do live recaps and recaps. They're whatever. We're the OGs. We are the OGs. We're the OGs. And we are the ones. We're crazy. We say how we feel. We say how we mean. We talk about it. I cry on my shows. I laugh. I feel every emotion. So does Tammy and Amanda. We feel every emotion. And then Frank is rants and he's shady on General Hospital. We have fun. We love doing the shows. I'm actually very excited to come back. To be very honest with you guys, because you guys are my family on here. I almost postponed it again for another couple of weeks. I've been enjoying my weekends off. I have been enjoying my weekends off. But I'm excited. It's been a while. I'm very excited. So yes. And so some folks were asking me, oh, okay. Sorry, 1 second. God, I wish Kristen. I wish she would do exclusive with me next Sunday. That's my girl. Okay. Casey spilled tea on the red carpet Emmy show on his YouTube channel that they might be doing a crossover with Sheila. He told Candace that. Again, I'm not commenting on anything until tomorrow. You guys are trying it. You're trying it. Because on these shows, I would always talk about soap because I wasn't doing it regularly every week. But the fact that I'm coming back tomorrow, my lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. Well, actually, it's our lips are sealed. Our lips are sealed. So let's like, yeah. So I'm not saying anything. But yes, V, we have a lot to discuss. Now, here's the thing. We only have an hour and maybe 10 minutes on each show. So we're gonna cover what we can. We may not cover everything. We're gonna cover the main stuff. I know we're gonna cover on Y&R for sure. I think you guys know too. And on B&B for sure. I got one word for you guys: quarter. That's all I gotta say about both people. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I'll say one word for. I'll say 2 words for Young and Restless. Robert Newman. That's all I gotta say. That's it. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And General Hospital. One word, General Hospital. I have nothing. I have nothing. Nothing. If I don't have you. Yes. So it's been good. I'm saving it all. But I know I'd love to have Kristen Alfonso on like JLJ, just me and her talking. Oh my God. I haven't really asked her, to tell you the truth. I know that she did an interview with Tomorrow Digest. I don't know. She's not doing a lot of interviews about it. I know she's done with Days. This is the closing of a chapter of Days of Our Lives. So I haven't really asked her. Maybe I'll ask her. See what she says. I'll see what she says. Maybe she'll do it. Maybe she won't. I don't know. I'll see what she says. Spill that hot tea. I'm hoping tomorrow. Bring your teacups. We're gonna talk tomorrow. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be. We got good. I'm really excited. I wish tomorrow was here already. I am very, very excited. We're gonna be crazy and have fun. I'm gonna try to eat before I get on the show. Get myself ready. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm in a better mind space. I'm still working on I'm still working on my mental health. And I think it's very important. I hate to bring this down a bit, but I'm working on it's positive. I'm working on my mental health. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay. I'll send Zoom. Okay. Cameron. Okay. Yes. Okay. Can you come back in the storyline? Okay. Yeah. Yes. No. So working on mental health and I have some things behind the scenes I'm working on. That's really good. And then also working on my business. My businesses. I feel better with the choices I've been making recently. Which we're talking about beginning of the show here. We're talking about that. We're talking about making changes in your life at any age. Some of you guys in here are making active changes in your life. So good for you. I support you so much. Support you so much. In that it's not easy. It's not easy to change your life at any time, but especially when you're older. Because even when you're older, you know more stuff, and so you know stuff. So that gets in the way because you think you know stuff. but change your life. But I am working on my personal life, especially. It's what I needed some, anytime my family has been a lot of help. I have some family stuff going on that I'm dealing with, that I'm working on. I have a new grandbaby coming, so I'm very excited about that. So my daughter, being with her. I have a grandchild who's going to be graduating high school next year, and so we're dealing with that. But no, it's some. But for me personally, as James, his own personal life stuff. I've seen a lot of friends in person and spent time with them. Friendships are very important, you guys. And the pandemic separated us in LA, especially because we were so locked down. A lot of us just couldn't get together. So I'm hanging out with friends. Like I just hang out with them. A little like one at a time or two at a time, not in the big groups or anything. But that's valuable too. Friendships are valuable. And going somewhere that's kind of like, relaxing, or going to eat somewhere or go shopping, that's been very nice. And I just I've been kind of reconnecting with certain people in person, not on Zoom, not a phone call, but in person. I'm slowly going out to events. The Daytime Emmys was nice to go out to. Seeing Flo perform stand-up was nice going out to. Just see a few things, just kind of go out there and see if that's really nice too. I'm actually kind of talking to someone. That's all I'm going to say. Don't have no idea what's happening, but that was something that's very important to me also. And so I'm just talking and seeing what's going on. So that puts a little smile on my face also. Getting a little bit of attention that I've wanted. So that's a little nice. But but I had to work. Yes. And so Christy, yes, I got to talk to Flo, but we got to figure, because he doesn't like tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? We got to figure that out. We got to figure that out, because Flo and I can come together. You can come pick me up and we can come out there and meet you or whatever and just figure this out. So he did bring your name up last night. He brought it up. So we're gonna do this. But that's the whole point. It's like just getting together. A friend of mine, we have a whiskey date. My friend Eric and I, we love whiskey, so we're going to a whiskey place. So I'm just like trying to, just get out there and just do stuff. Just kind of, I'm getting old. I'm 53 years old, kids. I'm tired. I have new hair. I'm trying to put up my new hair. I have self-esteem issues. I'm working it all out. James, I know. But no, Tony didn't ask me about mutual friends. You're not trying to give me nobody. You didn't ask me at all. No, probably not. He didn't do it last time, and do it again. But Tony did set me up with somebody. And off camera. And actually this person, I don't like out them or anything. This person, it was great. It was great, except we had one big deal breaker. And that is, I don't want kids. I've already raised children. I've already done it. That's a huge deal breaker. I'm just like, no. So I like grandkids. I'm good, but I don't want to raise kids from birth or anything. No, James is done. So that's kind of, I know I learned. I don't know, Chris. I'm just saying it's just we're talking. We're talking. So I don't know. So who knows? But it's nice to have someone to talk to every once in a while that's not your family or friends. But yes, so Tony did a good job. He did find somebody in many ways, was like great. But this one, and there was a big thing for this person. They actually were actively looking to get a house, and they're really actively looking for. It wasn't like it wasn't like a hypothetical. I want kids one day, and they already had kids. So, and this person's older like I was, and I'm like, you want more? I'm like, so that was a deal breaker. So yeah, Christy, it's like we're done. I'm done. It's about me right now. I like being a grandfather. I mean, Papa Jamie, that's fine. So that was kind of our thing. So Tony did actually a great matchup off camera, but he ain't asked me to be on camera. He don't care about me. Not at all. So yes. We could do. No, I want Flo to eat a goddamn taco. I want him to put a taco in his mouth. I want to shove a taco down his throat. And drinks can help too, also to wash it off. A good margarita sounds good to me. It's so hot in LA. It was like 80 degrees yesterday. I'm like, I know it's summertime, but like, geez. I don't live in the valley. I don't live out in the in the east part of town. I live by the water. Why is it hot over here? Yes, no, I mean, the thing is, I said, I had kids. I had them young. So I'm good. I'm good. I did my job. I'm good. I'm good. Done, 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 done. Oh, I'm done. I did it. I did it. And it was hard enough. Raising a child is not easy. They're not toys. It's not easy. So, and when you raise children, in my opinion, it should be all about them mostly. You're trying to work it all out for them. So I'm like, yep, nope. Raising a human being is not easy, not at all. So no. So yes, I want to because you guys have been with me on this whole journey. I have been working on my mental health also. I have a therapist to see once a week, and everything through Zoom. So that's great. I'm trying to get a new doctor. My doctor left. I hated him. Oh my God, I hated my doctor. So I'm glad he's gone. So serious question: hard shell or soft tortilla? I like both. Sorry, I like both. Depends on my mood. Because I'm a versatile kind of guy. It depends on my mood. I like both. Like, for example, I like the hard shell tacos, the Real Loco tacos at Taco Bell. But when I go to my Mexican restaurants, it's always soft shell. Yes, we're still in a drought. We're still in a drought, completely in a drought, which sucks. It sucks. I have to water my plants a certain, but I have a lot of drought tolerant plants, so I'm very good. My favorite Big Brother personality so far, Pooch or whatever his name is. Jim Puccio, he is dreamy. His eyes are so blue. Oh my God, he's like just dreamy. And this is the only first episode, right? We haven't seen anything else yet. So I don't have any favorites yet besides him. I think it's just dreamy. But the one guy gets on my nerves already. Is it Kyle or whatever? The big blonde dude. He gets from Utah. He's just too over the top for me. He just bugs shit out of me already. But nice. So every year, because Big Brother is my show, I usually wait till the next episode. So Sunday, I always say, give me a couple of days. I don't watch live feeds, so I don't do that. So probably by Sunday, I'll be able to give you a little more of what I think. Yeah, those eyes, God, I was like, who are you? Cheese and crackers. Yeah, he's hot. The older guy is cool because he's like me, big guy, big black man, older guy. I think it's Terrence or whatever his name is. So I don't know all their names yet. He could be kind of cool. I'm always rooting for the old guys, So I think I was thinking this season, the black folks can't get together because that was already done. The cookout happened last season. That's already done. So anyways, that's enough about Big Brothers. I don't want people might know. I don't watch that show. But that's my guilty pleasure. But after tomorrow, I did watch The Challenge. If you want to know my feelings about The Challenge, here on JLJ Media, I don't normally watch that. The Challenge USA is out now. You can watch that and listen to it and hear my feelings about that. Yes. So yes. Hard shell. You like crispier the better. I mean, there's some moods. I like like when you do street tacos and stuff. I get a place called Tacos El Unico. I love the soft. Because that's how you eat it. You just tortilla warmed up, eat it. That's great. Yes, he's the older person, the older black guy. Yes, as I said, I feel like the bus driver. I feel like kinship to him already. So, but the first challenge was cool. It was very interesting. The way they did it was very interesting, and the Chen bot, of course. But I also like hard shell sometimes. I mean, I really do go back and forth. It's like I like both. Yeah, Chris, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with the cookout being back together on the challenge. I have a big problem with that. I mentioned on my show. You have to watch that show to find out my feelings of that. I have a whole problem with that. But I did enjoy the first episode. I will watch it again. I'm gonna see how far I can go with the show before I get turned off. But I'll watch the next one. The premise is very interesting. They have people from 4 different reality shows, which are very different in tone and scope and how they do it, to come together. That's gonna be very interesting. I thought it was very interesting. So, but I don't, but everybody from the cookout, I'm like, dang, okay. The Chen bot, of course. I am Julie Chen Moonves. Now I don't care what to say about my husband. You go, bitch. That's right, girl. She's like, I don't give a fuck. She's JC Moonves on Twitter. She don't give a fuck. She's like, that is my man. I don't care if he's disgraced from CBS or whatever he must have done did. She's standing by. She's standing by her man. She's standing by him. She don't care. I was like, there's something to be said about that. I'll give it to her. She still got a job. Big Brother is her bailiwick. She got her a gig she's not going nowhere. She is just as important to the show as the show. But she is. Like Jeff Probst on Survivor. It's Jeff. He's just as important. I was gonna say something about Tom Bergeron on Dancing with the Stars. They need to bring him back. That's just me. I love you, Tyra, Miss Inglewood. I love you, but I think Tom Bergeron was one of the best hosts on television. That's coming from a host. So I watch hosts very differently than anybody else. Exactly, Chris. No black people be together trying to. Nope, they can't do it. They can't do it. No black folks together again because everybody can be like, nope, just pick them off. That's what I said. It's already been done once. They can't do it again. That's why I was laughing. They can't do it. They can't. Nope, you can't. I watched the Janet Jackson documentary films. I don't completely agree with that, but I think it had a hand in her career. I think Janet Jackson destroyed her own career, but that's a whole other conversation that we would have to have. And I'm a Janet fan. Trust me, I'm a Jackson's family fan. I'm a fan of all that, but the Jacksons are weird, and they've made some choices that were not good. They're not good. And Janet's made some choices that are not good. They didn't work, and that's what everybody does. People make choices that just don't work. Madonna's made choices that don't work. I mean, but Janet, I watched the documentary and I watched the stuff, and I watched the one documentary on the whole, like the Nipplegate and all that. There's a lot that went into that, all that stuff that was crazy, and I do think Janet got the shaft in some ways on that. But there's musical choices she should have made, and all kind of stuff. So I don't know Les Moonves personally, so I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about him one way or the other. If he did bad stuff, the punishment already happened. So I mean, I guess he got out or whatever. But with Julie Chen, the sins of her husband should be thrown on her unless she was involved. And it looks like she was involved. So I mean, there you go. I have people in my life who are horrible. I'm like, I want people judging me because of them. No, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, so yeah, she looks good. She looks great. Janet looks wonderful. Yeah, seeing Kim Fields and Janet, it was so nice. And I grew up with Kim Fields and her mom Chip. I knew them when I was a kid here in LA. So it's just nice to see Kim disappear. They're just normal entertainers. I love Kim Fields. I think she's so great. And just Janet looks good. She's performing. And that's the thing. The Jacksons are performers. That's you can't take away from them. Janet is no Michael. Sorry, folks. You all yell and scream at me. She's no Michael. Michael was the greatest. Sorry. But the others were good too. I love Rachel Germain. I loved Rebe, Centipede. All that. But I'm like, I couldn't go on Big Brother, Chris. I couldn't go. I couldn't do it because my mouth would get me in trouble. I'd be voted out first day, second day. I couldn't do it. Nah. Being still a bunch of idiots. Plus I know how things are produced. I know how produced it is. That's the problem. I know these behind the scenes. I was saying earlier, like I watch hosts differently than a lot of people do because I'm a host myself. I watch production very differently because I'm in production myself. Like I see so many things. Yeah, I just read Oprah's father passed away. I just saw that. So I harken out to Oprah. Yeah, Kim Fields was not good on Real Housewives. It was not for her. Nope, not for her. It didn't work. That was on one season. It didn't work. But it's just one of those things. It's really one of those things. It's completely. I know how the sausage is made, as they say, in many ways. So the mystique is taken out of it. That's the problem. I know folks who are on Big Brother, and I know folks who are in the Housewives, and it's all I'm saying is it's produced. It's produced. The first seasons probably weren't, but after that, it's produced. Because I've met some people from Big Brother who were nothing like their character, and Housewives they were just like normal regular people. I'm like, oh my god. And so yeah, so one day I'll tell stories about that too. But because I will say this: if you guys are Big Brother fans, I hated Rachel Riley. I hated her All those things she was on. First time I met her in person at AfterBuzz. We got along. So we had the amazing conversation. Oh my God. And we have and I've seen her since then. We've had amazing conversations. I like Rachel. Actually, I like her. And that's the point. It's like and Marlo on Atlanta. I've met her several times, and she's super nice. And it's all a role. It's all a role. Oh, Andy Cohen, I know you're saying that with tongue in cheek, Chris. I know you're saying that with tongue in cheek. Oh, you're in the room where it happens. I should burst into song, Matt Litchfield. Yes. Yeah, I love that reference. Yeah. And no, here's the thing. Here's my thoughts on Andy Cohen, kids. Andy Cohen was smart. He picked up where the soaps left off, so to speak, and gave us real life soap. The first seasons of all the Housewives were bomb. They're showing them their wealth and stuff. It completely. Oh, hi, DC Soap Sanctuary. Yeah, I know it took Marlo a long time. I know, right? Marlo was always part of it. I know it took a long time. Marlo. But I like Marlo. Marlo's my girl. In real life, I like her. I have no problem. Sandy Maxey, hi. You sound like you should be a Christian singer. I'm Sandy Patty. Kenya Moore. Okay, I have a story about Kenya Moore. I have a total real life story about her. Oh my God. Her and Frankie Grande, both of them. I have stories about them. So I'll keep my mouth shut. But yeah, Andy Cohen's smart. Andy Cohen is super smart. He played on the fact that gays and women were going to love this shit and eat it with a spoon. And creating Housewives, this house, Married to Medicine, all of them. Super, super smart. They're basically soap operas disguised as reality TV. That's it. Right, exactly, DC. Exactly. That's what's so very interesting. Sandy, I'm gonna answer you in a second, Sandy. I'm gonna answer you in a second. That's what's so interesting. That he capitalized on at the right time. And Bravo TV wasn't a hit, it wasn't a big hit or anything. It was not a big hit. And so he built it. And he made himself the host of his own late night talk show. Well, that's about all the time. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I mean, why not? I was still my own show. But he literally then has them on his show. Like he created. I don't care for Andy Cohen. I have all his books. I do love his books. I do. But I will say I admire him for same with the Kardashians. I admire anybody who can build an empire out of nothing. And Priscilla Presley did it with Elvis. Elvis died poor. Elvis died in debt. And now Graceland is huge. Kris Jenner, a sex tape. Andy did basically off of soaps. He loves soap opera. He's a soap fan. And I remember he got told for that. I mean, he don't care. But Andy don't care. Andy rich as fuck. Yeah, I mean, soap fans, like, fuck you, soap fans. You don't care. Even his white privilege, he's fine. He's doing just fine. Andy is shady. I think people think I'm shady. Andy's way shadier. Ugh. So yeah, but I admire him. I totally admire him. I just think that but exactly, man. I don't care for him, but his success, he built something. He found a lane, and he did it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So people trying to just find our lanes, and I have admiration for anybody can do that. So Sandy Maxey. AfterBuzz TV's dad. So, for those guys who don't know, it is yes. Okay, how can I say this? How can I say this? AfterBuzz TV decided to go on a hiatus back in like July of 2020. Let's see. It went on hiatus. The lockdown in LA was part of it. Internal strife was another. I'm trying to see. One day I'll write a book and tell you everything, but I'm trying to think, what can I say is true? And now it's July 2022. They have not come back. They sold all the equipment. They let go of the whole staff. They're in name only online, but if you look, there are no new shows. So AfterBuzz is gone. And that's why myself and a few other people decided to pick up and do after shows. Now, I can't do every after show on Earth. I just can't. I just can't do it. It's only me and a few people. But I picked up the soaps, brought them with me. Star Wars brought that with me. When Calls to Heart brought that with me. So some people followed me over here, and we decided to do some of the after shows. We do the Sex and the City and Just Like That, Girlfriends. So the after show premise I brought with me here on JLJ Media, but that's because they quit, and people were just like, "Well, where can I find the fan?" I feel bad for the fans. The fans are crazy. I really can't talk about it just yet. But I will one day, Sandy. I will. It wasn't AfterBuzz. I know. I know exactly. Exactly. I give legendary. I'm known for my hugs, especially people I like. But it's just know that. Here's what I'm gonna say. So film speaks of something good. Now Maria, I like. Maria Menounos has always been kind to me, and I think, and actually Rio, she's always been kind to me. Maria Menounos was basically a figurehead of the brand because she's a famous person. Her husband Kevin was the mastermind of this, and her producer and protector, but she was a figurehead. So I would say I've never had. Maria Menounos has always been kind to me. When I had Bell's palsy, she helped me out with stuff that I needed. Whenever I saw her, we completely would have real conversations. So I think actually Maria is good. I don't know what she's doing these days. She showed up in some show recently, whatever, but I don't know what she's doing. But that's what I was. But it's other things. There are other things that went on that I think. What I can say is, like any business, staffing is important. Who you put in positions of power are very important. And there are a lot of things going on behind the scenes. I just say AfterBuzz TV had a great premise. It was one of the first networks to have after shows, reunions, just one-on-one acting, talking to people in the business. We had diverse staff, diverse hosts. I had a chance to become a host. I was a radio host when I came there, but I actually got on, and I will always take AfterBuzz because I actually got on to video hosting and red carpets. That was all thanks to AfterBuzz TV. A lot of my connections I made through AfterBuzz TV. So all I know is I can say to you guys is that I will always be grateful to AfterBuzz TV for the almost 7 years of my life that I was there. 6 years of my life I was there. I met Tony Moore, met a lot of my friends, Full Boys, I met a lot of my friends. A lot of you followed me from there and came and followed me here, so I appreciate that. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. 2 years ago, when I started this network, I only had 300 subscribers. This week I hit 3,000. So I'm very, and I know I've earned every subscriber from scratch. So thank you. And I know a lot of folks were still looking at AfterBuzz. I didn't know we were over here. They're like, over here. They didn't know. They just they didn't. They were still looking for it because they said they were going to hiatus. AfterBuzz never gave a statement, and I personally think that's wrong. They never gave a statement. They never thanked the fans. I'm just like, it's just, to me, it's dishonest. And after 10 years, I think, in business, you owe the fans something, because everybody, because you guys tuned in, you guys listened, you watched, and you gotta say something to them. Say thank you for at least, doing this. Sorry, that's just me. Yes, Tony was on Bullshit on Netflix. Yes, he's on Bullshit. First 2 episodes. He's also going to be on Beyond Salem on Monday. I'm in Studio City. It slithered away. It did. I know. I just hit 3. Michael Fairman. As many of you know me on here, know that I'm not a fan of Michael Fairman. I have professional and personal reasons why I'm not a fan of his. I know who he is. He knows who I am. And we used to do some work together back in the day. I recognize Michael as the industry standard in many ways because he's been in the business for a long time. And for a long time, he was the only one. Some of us come along and came in, which could be, I have no idea how he feels about us, but could be threatening to some people. I don't know. And I will say this with I don't have to be humble about it, or you can call us a brag, whatever. I think I'm a way better interviewer than Michael Fairman. Like I am. Our styles are very different. They're very, very different. They're very different. I think he does strict just question answer. Actually, I mean, like Alan Locker. I love Alan Locker. That's my buddy, and I think his interviews. He's not a host. Like you'll say it, he came from production and PR and all that, but he does get good guests, and he does his interviews are decent, and he really does ask them some really great questions. He will do follow up, like you just said. There's a whole thing about follow up. You have to. The gold is in the conversation. That's how I view it as. Eric Braeden said online that was the best interview since Larry King, and I almost cried. And he said, because I listen, and that's what I do, because they say something, and it may not be in your notes, and you're like, oh my God, so I'm a fan. I'm a fan first. I'm a fan who wants to know I want to ask the questions you want to know at home. If you had a chance to be with them, I want to ask those kind of questions. Where I feel like Alan Locker is similar, but I feel like Michael Fairman is more industry. He's an industry guy. It's just like, that's what's your storyline. That's just like it's just he gets good guests, he gets big numbers. But I think because he earned that. But I think I've interviewed Ron Calavardi with Dish and Days, and we had a great time. We had some great conversations. But I'd love to have Ron alone, and he knows who I am too. I love to have him alone, and just like. But you'll see, I have an interview with him on the red carpet, the Emmys. You can see it; it's on this channel. But there's some folks who really do know how to interview. There is just asking questions and getting answers, and then there's like, just like, who's Gerald? Sub author on Video for Y&R. Well, there's my buddy Jerry Waggett, who does my daytime stuff, Emmy stuff with me. He was a sub author. Right. I mean, he does the job. I mean, Michael Fairman's competent. He does his job, so he does it. But I'm like, yeah, I think I'm way better. To tell you the truth. Sorry, I think I do. I feel like I really get in there. I get into the nitty gritty and let's talk about it. And I laugh I laugh with my people. I show personality, and some people they ask questions and that's it. And they worry about their image. And I worry about my image. I don't care my image. I want to have fun with you. I have no image things. So. And so I digest. That's another one too. Film stuff. Films is all my business. Here's the deal with Some More Digest. I'm gonna set some records straight. I like Tom Stacy, who's a writer at Slow Digest, longtime writer. We sat next to each other at the daytime Emmys, had a great time. I like him. I know Stephanie Sloan. I met all of them. They know who I am. I've met them. My problem with Slow Digest is not just I don't just like them for shits and giggles. I think sometimes, and I'll say this, when it comes to Black people, they're a little racist. I don't care. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. I think when it comes to putting Black folks on the cover, it doesn't happen very often. Also, I've been in this business 15 years, but I've been doing this portion for almost 8. Tony, same thing. We can't get a blurb in Slow Digest. Al Locker's doing it 2 years, and he got a half page about his interviews. And Tony and I both have interviewed some of the biggest stars in daytime. I interviewed Eric Braeden, Tommy Scott, Sharon Case, Kevin Kelly Lang. I mean, like, I was getting exclusive interviews with Michelle Stout. They don't ever spotlight JLJ Media. Never. See, now People Magazine had me in their magazine. Forbes had me in their magazine twice. But the actual soap magazine is about soaps in the soap world will not even cover me at all. And I think it's because I'm Black. I will state it, I will stand by it. Unless they tell me different, and I can believe them, I don't think I'm in there. I just don't think I'm in there. I used to say at first because I was small potatoes, like it was a small thing. They probably didn't catch it. But I'm not small potatoes anymore. I'm not. I am known. I went to the Emmys. I know everybody. I know everybody who works the Emmys, everybody behind the scenes in the Emmys. I know Ken Corday. He knows me. I know, all the people at Y&R, but they know me. They know who I am. And Tony Moore, they know who he is too. And somehow we're not featured anywhere. And we've tried. We tried to work with them. They said no. I think, and it's not just an ego thing. It's kind of like the soaps, the magazine's getting smaller and smaller, whatever. But not even so much as .com, not even .com, they don't have us on there. My thing is, there are people out there who are doing the soaps, like you say, Queers with Soaps, Dish and Days, myself, 10th Floor GH. There are a lot of places that literally are doing positive work towards the soaps. The actors know who I am. The actors know who Tony is. Producer, they all know who we are. And we should be at least mentioned for the work that we do every week, every year. So Digest has several occasions put the wrong name to the wrong Black person. They don't really do it to anybody else. I'm just saying. It happened several times. I feel there's a little laziness going on there, and so me talking about this may make them not put me on the cover or wherever anytime soon. That's fine. I'm learning that I have my own lane. I have my own following. I have my own path. That's fine. That's what we'll do. That's fine, and that's it. I'm not going to let them make me feel bothered that I'm not in there. Because I said, I've been on Jimmy Kimmel. How many people say that? I've been on People Magazine, and people say that. I mean, like, for what I do at home, and what I've done all these years from scratch in my 50s, gets me attention. Victoria Rowell, which I know her, Eric LaSalle, we've all talked about it. It's nothing new. We've all talked about it. We've talked about it, and it just hasn't changed. Yeah. I know people are I don't see competition. We wanted to work with Michael Fairman back in the day. We tried. It didn't work out. But we tried. I look at other people's show. I go 10th Floor GH, Port Misery. I invite them on. Come on show. Bone Beautiful podcast. That was Amanda who started a podcast because of me. I saw her say, "Come on my show," and she's never left. I used to love Tomorrow Weekly. That was a magazine. We talked about it on our Emmy show. We used to love Tomorrow Weekly. But I'm just saying, it's a shame. And I have a lot to give. And I'm very well connected. I always said, if I could start a soap network, I would start one. Yes, and Matt brings up something I also want to just quickly mention. The Southern Queer Network, Queers of Soaps, my buddy Aaron Wallace, who I call James Lott Jr. He's my buddy and my mentee. He started something for the Southern queers to join, and it's like kind of a resource and support. So check that out. You can go on any platform and find them. I'm glad you mentioned that, Matt. I live in the South, so there's a whole host of problems that are different than where I live in Los Angeles. So I don't hang out in West Hollywood, so that's not my thing. They don't like black people there either, so I don't go there either. There's a lot of racism out there, people. It just really is. And I speak out on it, and people get mad at me, and some folks cheer me on. But it's my life. I wake up every day a person of color. I can't change that. I can't do anything about it. I am. That's how I walk the world and I see things. I love all races and all peoples, all genders, everything. I have no problem. I don't look for problems. If you treat me well, I'll treat you well. I'll be friends with anybody. I'm a friendly guy. I have no problem with that. But every day, I have things thrown at me all the time. Not literally thrown at me, but the media and press and colleagues and on the streets. It's just my life is that way. So I champion people of color, always black and brown and Asian and everything to for us to kind of build up and support and be a voice. It's because I have a platform. And so I know I lost some viewers because I speak out of racism and stuff in soaps. I speak out it in life. And that's fine. I don't want you as my subscriber anyway, if you just that. But I'm not trying to exclude people who are not of color. I said I have no problem with that. I think the ones who are trying to erase me or get me out of here or shut me down, that's who I'm against. So I'll always fight that. That's anybody. But I do speak on issues of race and sexual orientation and everything because I feel like I have to. I've always been an activist. I've been doing this since I was since I was a kid. I created my first Arbor Day program at my elementary school because I was like, we got to plant trees, the environment. And I was like 10 years old. So I've always been an activist of sorts. During the AIDS crisis, I was out there marching and fighting and education. I mean, I was very well known in San Francisco for my activism. I put my money where my mouth is. I put my mouth where my mouth is. Whatever I do, I live my life fully as who I am, and so I understand. Not for everybody like that. That's fine, but I will speak out when I see something. I will speak out and say something. But I'm always open to opinions. I'm always open to change. I'm always open to optimism that something will change. Hi, Black Love. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about Black people. Black Love comes on. That's his name. Yeah, I love it. But I will always speak out because I can't not because it affects me. There's some things happening in the country, you guys. If you're queer or you're Black or you're brown or you're Asian or you're a woman or they're coming after you. And we got to be very vigilant on that and not let this happen. This is America, a land of opportunity. We all should have our rights, no matter who we are. I don't care what you do, as long as you don't hurt nobody. Just you can do whatever, do what you want. Live your life, and that's how it should be for everybody. But I get things all the time. Go back to Africa, and you're this, and you see me doing that, and you're too urban, you're too ghetto. Like I hear things all the time thrown at me. I'm too fat. I'm too this. I don't care. Say all that stuff you want. That's fine. But James Lott Jr. ain't going nowhere, and that's where we're going to end it because I've been on here for over an hour. I think. Let's see how long I've been on here. I'm like, what in the F? I've been on here. Oh my God, almost 2 hours. Okay, well, that's all for this show today. Because I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. I need to eat. But thanks, and in all seriousness, thanks everybody for coming on. Thank you, Matt, for the super chat. Thank you everybody for stuff. Follow me on Patreon, follow me on social media, follow me everywhere, buy me a couple of those places. The buttons are all here on the pages. But thank you for making this like a fun show today, my fun Saturday. I can now go and see if my plants are still alive. It's like 90 degrees out there. I just can't believe it. But no, thank you everybody. Sorry, Black, I was on for like 2 hours. Sorry. I gotta go. I'm tired of talking. I gotta go. But no, I love you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. If you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to it, please. While you're here, I feel like everybody in here is subscribed to the channel. But it was great talking to you all, and I'll talk to you later.